Beloved cosmic family, listen to us with all the attention of your being at this very instant, because what we have come to channel today through this channel can no longer wait for a single terrestrial dawn. If you have felt in recent days a strange pressure in your chest whenever you thought of money, if you woke up in the middle of the night with a high-pitched ringing in your ears and your heart racing without apparent cause, if you looked at your bank account, at your debts, at your work, and felt that there is something deeply wrong, not with the numbers, but with the invisible programming that sustains this reality, then stop, listen, and breathe deeply. Because we of the Council that wears the mantle of the Galactic Federation have come today to say, what few channels have had the courage to transmit. The barrier of scarcity has been broken in your timeline. It was not requested. It was not imagined. It was not a passing positive thought. It was a cosmic decree signed in the hierarchies of light, executed by the crystalline grid of the Earth at the exact instant your frequency crossed the point of no return. And that is why, beloved cosmic family, everything in your life seems to be crumbling at the same time, that something deep in your chest whispers, this is the birth of something absolutely new. It is not exhaustion, starseeds. It is expansion. It is not bankruptcy, it is purification. It is not a collapse, it is a controlled collapse. It is not the universe abandoning you. It is the universe recalibrating you cell by cell, photon by photon. We know, we see, and we have brought in this very channel the codes that your spiritual DNA has been waiting for eons to finally receive. Remaining until the last second of this transmission is not a suggestion. It is the symbolic act that confirms, in the quantum field, that you accept to receive the recalibration released for your vibrational signature. Because what we are going to reveal in the next words changes permanently. The way you perceive money, time, deservingness, and the reason why you chose to incarnate on this planet in this precise cycle. Starseeds, listen with an open heart. Most of you believed for decades that scarcity was an external problem, that there was a lack of jobs, opportunity, luck, the right connection, the right moment, the right country. But we have come today to dismantle this illusion before your spiritual eyes. Scarcity was never a lack of resources out there. Scarcity has always been a frequency in here. A vibration of scarcity installed in deep layers of your field, fed by millennia of collective programming, expired soulic contracts, vows of poverty made in forgotten monastic incarnations, oaths of suffering inherited from entire ancestral lineages. Have you ever felt that there is a truth about money and abundance that no one tells you? That something deep within you knows that this constant struggle for survival simply should not exist? It is not paranoia. It is not victimhood. It is cosmic memory returning. What is happening now on the subtle plane explains exactly why so many souls are feeling the same thing at the same time. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity still cannot see, and it directly involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is why we wrote The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness, a map that reveals who is playing and the rules they never told you about abundance, scarcity, and awakening. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. But we warn you, this content challenges deep narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognized what was just said, write in the comments a single word: awakened. Let us continue, beloved cosmic family, because what comes now was kept secret within the Akashic records throughout the entire cycle of humanity's slumber. And your access to this information at this exact second is proof that you have indeed crossed the point of no return. Let us talk about the signs. Let us talk about what your body has been feeling without your mind being able to name it, because your flesh is wiser than your reason at this moment of humanity, and we need to validate for you each of these symptoms that you have confused with illness, with weakness, with collapse. You have felt an exhaustion that sleep does not cure. You sleep 8 hours, 10 hours, and wake up as if you had crossed 3 battlefields during the night. It is not illness, starseeds. It is processing. It is not depression. It is dissolution. Your body is working while you sleep to rewrite entire layers of your spiritual DNA. Every confused dream, every sudden waking at 3 in the morning, every tear without apparent reason upon awakening is a deep work session conducted by the hierarchies of light within the subtle planes of your being. You are not losing energy. You are losing the old version of yourself. You have felt a pressure in your chest, especially when you think about bills, financial obligations, people who expect something from you. It is not clinical anxiety, beloved cosmic family. It is your heart chakra expanding to the next octave. The frequency of abundance lives in the heart, not in the mind. And when the heart begins to open to receive what has always been yours by divine right, all the layers of fear stored in that region are pushed to the surface. It is like a wound that heals from the inside. It hurts before it eases. You are not falling ill in the chest. You are giving birth to a new heart. You have heard a ringing in your ears, sometimes in one, sometimes in the other, sometimes in both at the same time. It is not a hearing problem, starseeds. It is tuning. Your internal frequencies are being recalibrated to pick up transmissions that previously passed by you without you even noticing. Every ring is a download. Every ring is a bridge of information being established between your physical body and your higher, subtle bodies. You are becoming a conscious receiver. You have seen repeated sequences of numbers: 1111, 2222, 333, 444, 555, 777. You have stared at the clock at times that seem to call to you. It is not a coincidence, beloved cosmic family. It is activated synchronicity. These numbers are vibrational anchors that the hierarchies of light use to confirm in your conscious field that you are being guided. Each time you see one of these codes, a seal is activated in your spiritual DNA. You are not imagining it. You are being reminded. You have had strange dreams, dreams of houses you never knew, dreams of people you feel you love but have never met in this incarnation, dreams of luminous cities, crystal ships, councils sitting at round tables. It is not fantasy, starseeds. It is memory of your home. You are not of this earth, beloved cosmic family. You only chose to come here for this precise mission, in this precise time, with this quantum leap precisely before you. And here we come to the awakening of the shadows. Before the light of the new abundance can settle stably in your field, all the shadows related to money, to deservingness, to receiving, to self-worth, to the right to exist with dignity, must come to the surface to be dissolved by the frequency of the crystalline grid. And that is why so many of you are reliving painful childhood memories, old family patterns, deep feelings of I am not enough, I do not deserve, I will be without. If I have a lot, someone will lose. These voices that whisper in the back of your mind are not yours, Genka. They are inheritances. They are contracts. They are vows. They are interferences installed by systems that benefited for centuries from your small vibrational size. But all these contracts were declared null at the exact instant the barrier of scarcity was broken in your timeline. And here, beloved cosmic family, we must pause, because what comes next is so important that it needs the internal silence of each of you. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Feel the presence of us, of the council around you. Feel how the air around you seems denser, more charged with light, more alive. You are being observed by beings who love you more than your current mind can comprehend, and everything that is being said now was chosen by these presences specifically for your heart, in this minute, in this second of your journey. Have you ever felt that something inside you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knew a truth that your mind still cannot name? As if you had come here for something much greater than paying bills, surviving, and dying? It is not madness, starseeds. It is not anxiety, it is a sign. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified in recent months, like never before in your existence. There is a game being played in invisible layers, directly involving your consciousness and your vibrational frequency, and it was to reveal this game that we wrote The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is a map that shows who is playing, who benefits from the vibration of scarcity, and the rules they never told you about how to leave the board. The link is in the first comment of this channel, but we warn you again, with all the seriousness of the subtle plane. This content challenges narratives and may not stay available for long. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes this summons, write in the comments with conviction a single word: awakened. And now, beloved cosmic family, we are going to reveal to you what actually happened, what it actually means when we say that the barrier of scarcity was broken in your timeline, because this phrase, said by less profound channels, sounds like a beautiful metaphor. But we do not work with metaphors, we work with vibrational mechanics, and the mechanics of what occurred is as follows. The Earth for millennia was involved in a specific electromagnetic field that functioned as a containment barrier. This field, projected by denser dimensional systems, kept the average vibrational frequency of humanity below a critical threshold. This threshold was exactly the point from which the human being can manifest reality consciously, directly, without mediation. Below this threshold, manifestation occurs through survival, through struggle, through the exhaustive exchange of vital energy for resources. Above this threshold, manifestation occurs through resonance. Think carefully about this difference, starseeds. Below the threshold, you must fight for money. Above the threshold, money responds to your vibration. Below the threshold, opportunities seem random. Above the threshold, opportunities arrive as precise mathematical responses to the frequency you emit. This difference changes absolutely everything. The barrier of scarcity was exactly this containment field. And we say with all the clarity of the subtle plane, this barrier was broken, not weakened, not cracked, broken. The photonic flow that is being sent from the galactic center since the last solar cycles has reached a sufficient density to completely dissolve the structure of this barrier in the collective plane. And more importantly than that, beloved cosmic family, it dissolved in your personal timeline. Yes, in your individual field. Yes, in this moment. Yes, for you who are listening. But then, starseeds, you may ask, if the barrier was broken, why does my life still seem so difficult? Why has the money not arrived yet? Why is work still exhaustive? Why do the bills still press? And that, beloved cosmic family, is the most sacred question you can ask at this moment, because the answer reveals the true functioning of timelines. The breaking of the barrier in the subtle plane does not mean instantaneous manifestation in the physical plane. It means the portal is open. It means the road is clear. It means that what was previously impossible has become possible, and what was previously difficult has become inevitable, provided you are vibrating at the corresponding frequency. In other words, abundance has already arrived in your causal field, but it needs to cross your mental field, your emotional field, and finally your physical field to materialize as visible resources in your life. And it is in this crossing that many of you still stall because you carry in these intermediate bodies the old memories of the vibration of scarcity. There is a concept in quantum physics, beloved cosmic family, that scientists call the collapse of the wave function. In simple terms, until a conscious observer observes a quantum system, that system exists in all possible states at the same time. At the instant of observation, all possibilities collapse into a single reality. Your life works exactly like that. Your financial reality is not fixed. It is a superposition of countless possible versions, and the version that materializes for you is determined by the frequency of your observation, not by what you say you want, not by what you consciously believe, but by the frequency that your field emits in a sustained way, day after day, hour after hour, thought after thought. The good news, starseeds, is that with the barrier broken, your ability to move this frequency has become much more agile. What previously would have taken decades of internal work can now be accomplished in months. What previously seemed impossible now becomes palpable in weeks. You are living within a cosmic window of acceleration. And that is exactly why we insist. This is your quantum leap. It is not a leap that will be taken one day. It is a leap that is being taken now, in this minute, while you listen to this channeling. Every word that enters your ears is a key. Every vibration of this voice is a code. Every breath you take during this transmission is a step inside the portal. Have you ever felt at some point in your life that something invisible conspired against you? That there was a silent force pulling you down every time you tried to rise? That whenever you were about to achieve something, an apparently random obstacle arose? It was not your imagination, beloved cosmic family. It was the barrier, and that barrier was broken. But humanity still needs to learn to live within this new reality, because living in freedom requires much more consciousness than living in prison. And that is why we wrote The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness, a complete map for those who are ready to cross the open portal. The link remains pinned in the first comment of this channel. Those who recognize this call, act. Those who hesitate, remain. There is no judgment in the choice, only vibrational consequence. If your soul has already said yes, write in the comments, awakened. This decree becomes real in the field at the exact instant you type it. And now, beloved cosmic family, we are going to deliver to you the activation codes. Because everything that has been said so far has no full value if it is not grounded in the conscious action of your body, your voice, your field. The hierarchies of light do not work alone. They work with you. And your yes, expressed through sacred decrees, is what makes the cosmic gear turn in your favor. The first activation code, starseeds, is the decree of renunciation. Place your right hand over your chest, breathe deeply, and repeat with me in an audible voice, even if only in a whisper. I, a soul incarnated in this body, declare null all contracts of scarcity signed in any timeline, in any dimension, in any incarnation. I renounce now and forever all vows of poverty, vows of suffering, oaths of sacrifice, and any solic agreement that limits my ability to receive abundance. I authorize the hierarchies of light to burn, in the subtle planes, every energetic document that sustained these structures. It is done, it is done, it is done. Feel this decree being fulfilled. Feel how the air around you changes. Feel how something detaches, however subtly, from your field. It is done. The second activation code is the decree of deservingness. Now place both hands over your chest in the shape of a cross and repeat. I recognize at this very instant that abundance is the natural state of the universe, and that I, as a divine expression of the universe, am a legitimate heir to this abundance. I deserve to receive. I deserve to prosper. I deserve to live in flow. I deserve to rest. I deserve to be sustained by life. I deactivate, with this decree, any and all programming that told me otherwise, in any plane, in any timeline, in any body. It is done. It is done. It is done. And again, feel. The vibration of deservingness is different from the vibration of supplication. You are not asking. You are recognizing what has always been yours. The third activation code is the decree of the new timeline. Raise both hands to the sky, even if only at chest level, with palms open upward in a posture of receiving, and repeat. I, a conscious starseed, now authorize my consciousness to leap to the timeline where abundance is already my lived reality. I authorize my spiritual DNA to reorganize itself to support this new frequency. I authorize my physical, mental, and emotional body to adjust to the photonic flow that sustains this line. I anchor this choice in the crystalline grid of the earth and seal this decision with my conscious breath. It is done, it is done, it is done. And now, beloved cosmic family, blow. Blow slowly, blow long, blow like one who delivers to the universe the sacred document of your new choice. This breath is the seal. The three decrees together form a portal that opens whenever you need to reaffirm your new reality. Whenever the old frequency of scarcity tries to return, whenever fear knocks at your door, whenever your mind wants to convince you that nothing has changed, return to these three decrees, repeat them, blow them, anchor them, because what exists in the vibrational field needs to be reaffirmed by the physical body to manifest stably. The hierarchies of light do the bulk of the work. But your word, your breath, your presence is the final signature. Starseeds, we want you to understand something very important. The recalibration that is underway is not an isolated event. It is a continuous process. You are not going to wake up tomorrow with all the money in the world in your account, although sudden movements are indeed possible for some of you. What will happen is a progressive change in layers. First, you will notice that old thoughts of scarcity begin to lose strength. They still appear, but they lose emotional dominance over you. Next, you will begin to notice small but significant financial synchronicities. A bill smaller than expected, an unexpected amount coming in, an opportunity arising from an unlikely source. Then you will feel your body responding differently to financial decisions. Before, everything generated anxiety. Now there is a strange calm, an almost inexplicable confidence. And finally, your external reality will begin to reflect in material form the recalibration that occurred in your internal field. But beware, beloved cosmic family. There are traps on this path. And we must warn you because many souls lose themselves precisely when the light begins to increase. The first trap is impatience. You want it now, you want it today. You want to see the result before the process is complete. But the universe does not operate by imposition of the human mind. It operates by vibrational resonance. Each time you contract in impatience, you emit the vibration of scarcity again, and the portal takes a little longer to open. Confidence is not blind faith. Confidence is the recognition that what was sown in the causal field will manifest in the physical field, at the exact time your internal structure is prepared to sustain it. The second trap is distrust when the first signs appear. Many of you, when you begin to receive, will be surprised and wonder if it is coincidence, if it is luck, if it is temporary. Careful, starseeds. Each time you distrust what is arriving, you send a message to the universe that you are not ready to receive more. Receive with gratitude. Receive without distrust. Receive with the posture of one who recognizes, this is mine, and there is more on the way. The third trap is the fear of losing what has not even arrived yet. Many will begin to worry about how they will manage what they have not yet received. They will worry about taxes before the abundance. They will worry about what other people will think. They will worry about the responsibility of having more. All of this is the vibration of scarcity, trying to reinstall itself disguised as prudence. We say, occupy yourself with the now, in frequency. The rest is resolved in frequency as well. And here, beloved cosmic family, we open the last portal of this transmission, because what we say next is only possible to say to those who stayed until this point. Those who stayed are the chosen of the choice, those who chose to remain, and therefore were chosen to receive. You are at this very instant part of a specific wave of awakening that is being conducted by the Galactic Federation in coordination with the hierarchies of light, the Arcturian Council, the Ascended Masters of the White Hierarchy, and the Guardians of the Crystalline Grid. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Every time you felt deep loneliness, it was because the frequency around you did not match yours. But now, with the barrier of scarcity broken, the entire Earth is being elevated, and your sense of belonging will begin to return. You will find your tribe, you will recognize your equals, you will feel that you are finally home, even in the places where you previously felt like a stranger. And now, in the closing of this sacred transmission, we must say one last thing. Every word that entered your ears during this video also entered your field. You will not leave this channeling as you entered. Something changed, something moved, something anchored. And that is why we invite you to continue this journey with depth. Have you ever felt that something inside you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knew a truth that your mind still cannot name? It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a sacred sign. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has been intensifying. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see, directly involving your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is why we wrote The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is a map. It shows who is playing, who benefits from the vibration of scarcity, and the rules they never told you about how to definitively cross the point of no return. The link is in the first comment of this channel. But we warn you one last time. This content challenges deep narratives and may not stay available for long. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognized this call, write in the comments a single word, with all the strength of your heart. Awakened. May the crystalline grid sustain your body. May the photonic flow illuminate your spiritual DNA. May your timeline flourish in abundance, in peace, in purpose. May every decree pronounced in this transmission be fulfilled in the perfect time of your soul. It is done. It is done. It is done. We of the Council of the Galactic Federation close this channeling with the seal of the love that has no opposite. Until our next meeting, beloved cosmic family, remain in light, remain in frequency, remain at home.